Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for November 11th through the 17th. We got some big energies coming in, a big, massive energy full moon Tuesday night. Full moon in Taurus. Pisces, you are very moon sensitive. You might be feeling the energies already. We see what's happening for you with this deck here for the week ahead. And then a spirit message, nature message from our little tree deck right up here. As always, if you happen to like the cards I'm using, I have not used these cards on this channel before, but I always have a link in the description if you want to, some of you are like me, you like to collect cards, so I always include the info in the description for those of you interested. All right, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. What is happening for our darling Pisces? What is happening for Pisces in the week ahead? Here is your Monday, Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday, and your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, my darlings, let's bring a little pumpkin stand up. And you have 10 of challenges. I have to say, this is kind of our stalker card this week. I'll turn the light up here in just a moment. This is our stalker card this week because a lot of people are getting this card. A lot of the signs are getting this card. It seems to be like a repeating kind of energy here. So you may better know this card by what most tarot decks call it, the 10 of Swords. Okay? So 10 of Swords is a card that sometimes freaks people out. They get nervous. They get scared when they see it. But those of you who watch my videos, you may have already heard me say in the past. 10 of Swords is a card that I see come up in my readings right before something really, really good happens. It's bittersweet. It's a bittersweet ending. But in my experience, when I've pulled the card for myself or for any of my longtime clients that I've read for over the years, it's an ending that the person I'm reading for is deciding to make. Like, you're the one who's going to be in control of, like, how something ends, when it ends, why it ends. Like, you're kind of in control of that. And in my experience, it's always been the ending of something that has been holding you back. Okay? So something that maybe has been a sabotaging behavior or a relationship or a job that's been interfering with your goals. This is coming up on the Monday, Tuesday energy, and the full moon is on Tuesday. Okay, the full moon is about releasing. There's a lot of energy though this time around because this full moon in Taurus combined with the Mercury retrograde energies we've been going through is creating permanent change in your personal life and in your relationships. And so for that permanent change to happen, some of you are just absolutely done with something, Pisces. You're over it. You're absolutely over some kind of cycle or pattern or some way of feeling, maybe even. Like maybe you're just really tired and you're done with having a low self-esteem, or you're just really done and tired of, feeling depressed or whatever it might be, and you're just deciding that, you know what, this is the time that I'm going to make changes, or this is the time that I'm going to eliminate the people or the situations that are causing me to feel bad, or that are causing me to feel in this negative kind of way. Some of you might be, breaking out of some unhealthy habit or some kind of an addiction. Sometimes 10 of challenges or 10 of swords can indicate that somebody's recovering from an addiction or taking steps to do that or come into some level of sobriety. But I think it's a very, very fitting card to have come up on this Taurus full moon energy, especially since you all are very moon sensitive. So this makes me feel right off the bat, the strongest feeling that you're going to feel around the full moon is the element of release. And you're going to feel very strongly, very certain what you're done with. If you've been on the fence, having a hard time to make a decision about something, not only are you going to make the decision in the beginning of the week, you are going to be absolutely certain about it. And it's going to be a permanent one. There's going to be no going back. Okay, like that's it. Like you made your decision and you're not going back. Next card here is the White Heart. Okay, so this is a major arcana card. You may see the number there. So if you know your major arcana, you know by the number which card this is. This is the Fool. The Fool is when you're feeling called to go in a new direction. Some of you, my dears, are making a decision or a choice that other people are against, or they're telling you not to do it. And you're like, you know what? That's just what I feel called to do. That's what I feel guided to do. You're feeling a strong calling to a certain situation or place, and you're going for it. Some of you are coming into a new adventure, okay? A new way of life, a new interest that you might be pursuing. Some of you might be coming into a new relationship. But whatever the case, this is something divinely guided that's taking you like to that next chapter in your life, that next adventure. Oftentimes when the Fool card comes up, other people don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. They might just kind of look at you like, what on earth has gotten into you, or what are you thinking, you know? But you feel very pulled. You feel very guided. That's the thing about the major arcana cards. The major arcana cards are cards that come up when it's kind of a moment of destiny, when it's kind of something that has been planned by the universe. It's like a planned little pit stop in our life, or it's a planned little lesson in our life. Like, we're meant to experience it. So as you're coming into the midweek energy, you are aligning with that next adventure. So you're calling or you're manifesting fairly early. So I kind of feel like whatever you're releasing the day or two before, you are taking action very fast. It's not like you're taking some downtime to think about it, or to grieve about something, or to be sad about something. Like, you're on. You are moving on. You are out the door. You know, you are out, like you are hitting the ground running here, on to the next thing. I also feel for some of you, there's something that's happening where you're being, how can I say this? You're being chased, not like in a physical way. And for some of you, it will be romantic. Like, for some of you, like, there's somebody who's really made you the object of their affection, and they're really pursuing you. And you're just kind of like running. Like, well, I'm going to live my life, and I have all of these adventures and all of these plans, and I'm not looking to settle down. And this person might just like be very persistently coming after you, or like not giving up, like just like trying to win you over, trying to impress you. For other ones of you, I feel like there's some kind of like bidding for you in a work situation, where like all of a sudden there's a couple of different job offers coming up, or say there's something at your job. Maybe you work at the kind of job where there's opportunities to work for different departments. Sometimes some companies are like that, right? Like, you can put in for a position to work for a different department or something. I feel like people are like fighting over who gets to have you. I just feel something, and that's not usually a feeling I get with the Fool card. But midweek Pisces, I feel like you're in demand. Like, you're in demand. They want you. You're in demand. They want you. Like, it has to be you. You're the one. Steve, my phone usually doesn't go off during the readings. Those of you who watch my readings, you know that. My phone is usually pretty quiet, and I'm usually pretty good about having it silent. Yet here you have that noise that's being made here. So that noise is coming in to let you know that you need to pay attention to this message. That, like, this is real here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, how hilarious was that, Pisces? I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pretty Boss TV. I like her. I do when I have time. I don't have time with all the readings and work I have to do. But when I have time, I do like to watch her videos once in a while. My phone just started playing her video that she just posted. I did not click on it. I was not touching it. It just started playing it. So Pisces, you are going to be in demand. And if you're laughing at that message saying no way in hell, or if maybe you feel really ready for it, maybe Spirit wants you to go watch Pretty Boss TV's video she just posted on money spells. I don't do spells. That's one of the things. So, you know, maybe some of you are in the need of a spell. So I'm gonna say maybe Spirit brought that up for a reason. Maybe you need to watch that, and maybe you need to do that money spell in this Taurus full moon. So funny, so funny. I've never spoken to her in person, but I do like her. And she popped into our reading, so we're going to honor that and we're going to respect that. So the Fool card is coming up for you here. And I do feel you're going to be sought after Pisces, and lots of opportunities coming in. And you might be going in a different direction. You know, somebody goes, nope, I don't want this one. Nope, I don't want that one. I'm going to go do something else. And people are like, Pisces, what in the world are you doing? Again, you know, I just feel like you guys are manifesting and you're being called in a new direction. So let's go ahead and see your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we have, oh my goodness, another major arcana card. The Lovers. Now, those of you that watch my readings, you know in the weekly forecasts, I don't focus too much on love, but when it comes up, we will talk about it. And the Lovers card, yes, this is a card of romance and love. It has a lot of other meanings too, we'll get to in just a moment. But some of you maybe are putting career on the back burner or putting something on the back burner because you're feeling more inclined to focus on your love life. Now, this doesn't mean that you're quitting school or quitting a job, but you might be making your relationship a priority, which doesn't surprise me because a lot of people are going to be in that energy when it comes to this Taurus full moon. Now, some of you maybe a new love is coming in for you in this pursuit of career, you know, which brings me to like the real meaning of the Lover's card. The Lover's card is really about choices and decisions. It could be choosing between one lover and another lover, or it could be deciding what your deal breakers are, or what are you willing to sacrifice. You might be having to sacrifice something for a relationship. So some of you might be making some changes in your life or risking something for the sake of a relationship that people don't understand. Like, what in the heck are you doing, right? Or you might be getting involved with somebody at work or something. People are like, oh, no, you don't want to get involved with anybody at work. But there could be something like that happening where people are like, what are you doing when we blend this Fool card in with this Lover's card together? So 2 major arcana cards coming in back to back. So we know that there's big shifts happening for you, big changes for you happening this week. Let's go ahead and see what you have coming up, my darling Pisces, for your spirit message, which we're using a nature deck here. We're using a tree deck because it matches. It matches the decor. So we're going to see what is coming up, Pisces. What is your nature message? What is your spirit message for the week ahead? And I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. And they can be very helpful for you. So you have I think it's a Baobab. I don't know. Say that 3 times fast. Baobab. So I encourage you to look at this picture and see what's jumping out at you and what kind of is like it's telling you or what the visuals or colors or things mean to you. So to me, this little jug here that's full signifies abundance, or it gives me a sense or a feeling of abundance. Maybe that money spell is going to be paying off for some of you. And then all the trees together, like growing close together, it makes me feel of like a sense of community. Like this one little tree back here is like isolated, or it looks isolated. So maybe Pisces, you're coming out of this time of feeling isolated and you're coming into a sense of community, or you're manifesting a sense of community where you're calling in this energy of like-minded people or finding the right supportive people, just coming into an energy of like not having to be on your own, not having to be alone, right? It's giving me a sense of community. If we looked at the creator of the deck, has this card here listed as, interestingly enough, this is actually called the Tree of Life. Now, when we think of the Tree of Life, we're kind of used to seeing that other kind of, like you see them in the psychic shops, or you see them in like the hippie art. You know the Tree of Life symbol. It doesn't really look like this, but this is called the Tree of Life because it has the ability to store a lot of water inside of it, and it's actually saved people's lives. Like in times of drought, or when like out in like dry lands in like Australia and Africa where this grows, if somebody's kind of stranded, they can go ahead and cut into that bark and they can drink water, or there's like a sponginess inside and they can drink water from that sponge. So this is making me feel, Pisces, like your message here is that you are coming into abundance, like kind of abundance that you're going to be able to store up. Cancer got a similar message where they were coming out of like a generational block where like money was either really good or really bad, but they were coming into like stability. like just always having what they need, you know, being able to save for scarce times and then having flow coming in. So Pisces, I feel something similar here. When you think about that sponge inside that's like, you know, soaking up all that water, you're going to have a reserve. Maybe some of you haven't had a savings in a long time. You're going to have a reserve. Understand this has to happen energetically before it can happen monetarily. So you need to make sure you're keeping up with your self-care and filling up your well, filling up your tank, so to speak, because you are coming into the cycle of having enough for you. This also indicates protection, spiritual protection as well. So again, guys, I encourage you to really meditate on that and see what's jumping out at you and how it's speaking to you. I would also recommend that you please watch the November love readings, even if you don't care about love, even if you're happily single or you're happily coupled and you're not worried about what they're saying on the tarot channels about romance, because the energies are so big. Spirit led me to channel the November messages. So you'll hear my voice on the video, but it's not me. It's Spirit speaking. And so there's going to be things in there that can be very helpful, not just for love. So I encourage you to watch that. And if you'd like to schedule a private reading, go ahead and click on the Calendly link in the description of this video, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you so very much for watching, guys. I will be doing a full moon video too, where I will be channeling. So I recommend that you go ahead and check that out. Go ahead and watch the channeled video. If you haven't subscribed and hit notification already, go ahead and do that so you get a message when the full moon channeling video is posted. I thank you all very much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I'm wishing you a fabulous week.